So I love the fact that you're not limited to just one box. You're boxless. I've seen some of your work here. And how is it important for you to just kind of be like a Renaissance woman and not be stagnant?
Well, first of all, I like to consider ourselves global people. You know, we all are, and it is a global world that we're living in. And when you look at the specific issues of every country, it boils down to one thing: people that don't belong or feel they don't belong, and the people that are keeping those people captive because they don't belong. But we all do, and it takes a whole lot of us to make a whole. You know, you can't just have eggs and make a cake. You just can't.
Right.
You can do the flourless, you can do the sugar, but you got to have other ingredients. So I think that's how we have to look at the world. We need all peoples to make a world in which I feel was the original design for what we're supposed to be here for.
I agree. And it's pulling everyone like the body, like hand.
Yeah. You know, I used to tell my kids all the time, just take the hand. If you hit your fingernail on the pinky, it affects your whole body because something is reacting to not being whole.
Right.
And people don't think about that. So that's how the body of the world is too.
Right. That's powerful. I was just thinking about when you wake up in the morning, you like stump your toe on the corner. Ooh,
messes you up.
I know. The whole attitude is
total attitude change.
Yeah. Oh my God. How long have you been in the arts?
Oh, since I was young. Since I was probably 4 years old.
Wow.
In some sort of a form of it. Yes.
And I can hear it in your voice, like see it in your eyes, and just like you live and breathe this. So, like, where does that energy, that compassion comes from? Is it just naturally?
Well, it's been with me forever, and I've always wanted to do. I've always been in music. Started with the piano, and then I went from the piano to the voice to telling stories, and that's really what I love to do. I love listening and hearing about stories, and I love to tell stories. I think stories are a form of the greatest art form, whether you do it through dance, through song, you know, but just to tell a story.
That's beautiful. Were your parents in the arts at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were administrators too. They were in academia. My father was a school principal, mine too, and my mom was a teacher.
Okay.
So there was that education was stressed.
Wow.
Which I stressed too.
So you got a double dose.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And what about your children? Are they into the arts or?
They all are.
All?
Yeah. I tried to persuade them otherwise, like into becoming a lawyer or a doctor, and they all completed school, college, and universities, and did very well. And they all circled around, and I have 2 of my children that are in front of the camera and 2 that are behind the camera, and they're doing very well, so I'm happy for them.
Okay, and there's no secret who your husband is.
I don't know.
But you know what? When I first, Pauletta, like you stand on your own, and I love the fact that, of course, you know, you 2 people, you're 100% yourself, and he's 100% himself. But it's not like you're your own person and your own bright energy. How do you, how would you encourage other people, I guess, to be solid as an individual?
Well, I think that you're gonna have to learn it, and you learn it sooner or later, and hopefully you'll have it sooner, because I do know that a part of the attraction for me to him and him to me was that we were our own people, and we dug each other's selves. And then what we've done over 32 years is just try to enhance those qualities and growing it as one person, you know, which is the original design of marriage. But that doesn't mean it comes without horrible, tragic, hard times. But it's through those hard times that the jewel is at the end of the road. It's like that rainbow at the end of the day, you know. So now it's really a wonderful relationship that there's no wool can be pulled over my eyes, there's no wool that can be pulled over his eyes, which makes it for a great place. Because we ain't got to think about no games. You don't have to think about nothing. Because you walk in the door, I know. I walk in the door, he knows. So that's a beautiful thing. It really is. And it takes a long time, some for longer than others, to achieve that. But it's all here and here. You know, I think it's like letting the love shine through.
Okay. In spite of everything, just
Yeah. I mean, we both, first of all, are faith-based people. So first we give honor to God, and then to be giving honor to God, we can't say we give you honor and then after we get up off our knees go and try to manipulate God.
Right,
you know,
right.
That's the first lesson for us, is to really let Him have it. And boy, the rewards are amazing.
It's beautiful. That's encouraging. See that?
Yeah. It's the truth.
Yes. Like your priorities are straight when you have everything in order and
Everything in order. Exactly.
into place.
It's true.
Yeah. How would you, I always ask people this, how would you encourage a young artist or a young little girl or a young little boy to keep going and keep fighting after their dreams and going hard at it? How would you encourage them? Maybe they don't have financial parents that are financially well, or how can they stay encouraged and inspired to?
Well, the first thing I would do is I would tell them that the teacher is not on the television, it's not on the YouTube, it's not that. The teacher is somebody you can actually touch and listen and find out who's giving you advice that is tangible right now. You can aspire to be a Beyonce, you can aspire to be a Christina Aguilera or whomever, or that are on top as we see it now. But I think one has to find one's first place in here, and I think it's the first thing is to, especially the younger people, where is your passion? What is it that you cannot live without doing? You know, what is it that fire is burning hard and strong? And then start there and ask questions.
When you're completed a show or performance, what is it that you want people to walk away with?
Something to think about.